prairie wind whispers a mournful tune under endless skies and a silver moon. Wagon wheels turn creaking slow through the dust and dreams where we all must go. Across the rivers deep and wide, lost a brother where the currents collide. The mountain shadows grow and loom, but hope still burns through the endless gloom. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull though their strength runs dry. We give all we have 'neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes, yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull through their strength runs dry. We give all we have 'neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes, yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day's gone.
All right, welcome everyone to the third Oregon Trail flight. Weather is not looking good, so I had to kind of sit back here and say, do we want to do this? In real life, it'd be a no. But if you look outside, as soon as my drone cam button wants to work, yeah, it's low ceilings. So, but as soon as we get out of here, it should clear up on the way there. So it's either we scud run or we fly IFR. No one's on VATSIM right now for controlling, so it's like, should I do IFR or not? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking we have to file. Anyways, picking up from Kearney, Nebraska. So let me tell you why we're here. That's where we left off on our last flight. So Fort Kearny was the first military fort established to protect immigrants on the Oregon Trail in Nebraska, serving as a crucial stop for repairs, supplies, and mail, and was strategically located at the convergence of trails along the Platte River. We're going to be flying this Platte River for a while, though. It seems to be a major thing for the Oregon Trail. Though it wasn't attacked by Native Americans, it was a lookout point. The fort also featured a bugler and a powder magazine. Fort Kearny was established in 1848 and discontinued in 1871, becoming a significant landmark for those traveling west. So that's what we got. And that's why we landed in Kearny last time, but the weather could be better. We're supposed to be heading to the west. So this is looking north, so west would be that way.
And like I said, the visibility is good. It's just the clouds are low.
It's low IFR right now. That's what it's saying. Overcast at 500. So, and this rain showers coming. So we'll have to see. I could wait till the METAR changes about an hour later, which would be about 11:06 my time. So that's not that far. It's about 18 minutes out. But we're gonna fly IFR. So let me I'm just gonna go for it, because here's the deal. It's supposed to be VFR the rest of the way. So let's pretend we're IFR right now. Then I'll log on to VATSIM, because I don't feel like doing the flight plan. I feel like just flying this thing right now. So that's what we're gonna do. But we'll connect later on. No one's controlling anyway. So, and then we're going to North Platte, and we're gonna take a landing there, and we'll talk about the significance of North Platte over there. It also involves Buffalo Bill Cody, if anything. So
let's get going here. Unless I'm a little tired, I won't lie, but
I wanted to get a flight in. So here we go. Checklist coming up. And let's do this. The Oregon Trail flights continue. There we go. Alright. So pretend the pre-flight's done. We're going to start playing seat track, backlock, avionics are off. Autopilot is off. Carb heat is off, and that's still linked to the... Yes, it is. Good. Throttle slight. Actually, let me just cycle through this. There you go. Throttle slight. Brakes are set. And the parking brakes on. Alright, master ultra beacon on. That didn't work, and everything's going nuts now. Okay, cool. Now let's try this again. Battery thing's not working. Alright, let me try reloading SPAD again. Alright, the screen's gonna flash. Give me 1 second. But we'll see what we can do. And it looks like everything is working on chatbot somewhat. Let me see if I got a command here from Kick, because they just had an update. No, it still doesn't send it. Well, let's try one more. I'm probably gonna have to put them in all new, so I'll test one offline and then do a test stream or something. For Kick, your commands are still down. That's only because chatbot's not working.
alright, let's try this again.
Nope. It's almost like it saved it. Yeah, it was working before. I don't know. Alright, anyways, beacon on. Those are working. Alright, fuel pump on. We should be full. It doesn't look like we're full, actually. I did fill it in the menu. So let's see what we're doing there. Oh, I guess it's gonna fill now. Alright, fuel pump's on. Mixture full rich. Gonna prime 2 shots here. 1, 2, and we're gonna play it by ear on the altitude for now. So, because again, we got these clouds here.
Okay. Here we go. So I'm going on. Holy God.
Clear prop. Here we go. Alright, I gotta check out that key thing again too. Alright, good there. Oil pressure is good, fuel pressure is good, fuel pump off, fuel pressure still good. Lights, we're gonna turn on the nav for now. Oh, good there. Alright, seatbelt harnesses, heat vent, defrost. Not real time, we're in the morning,
But we have real world weather. 65.
turn it up a little bit. Get some on there, the tablet. powered off, but that's okay. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Makes the electronics are off. Avionics on now. It was on earlier, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, but now the volume went away. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try reconnecting this then. Sorry that went to black. Give me 1 second. It's going to go to black in 1 second. There we go. So it has to get the sound from the HDMI input into the streaming laptop, and I guess that tablet just made it go elsewhere, but we're fine now.
Alright, we're getting Anus here.
Oof, and as you can see, it has a big bright red dot there, but 123875. Give us the time.
Automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 106 at 5. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition ceiling 1900.
Now it's saying 1900, so we could get out on that one.
Dew point 18 feet. Altimeter 3009er. Kilo Echo Alpha Romeo automated weather observation
106 going to part 18.
Wind 106 at 5. Visibility 10 in heavy rain. Sky condition ceiling 1900 overcast. Temperature 18 feet. Dew point 18.
Lima Bravo Foxtrot.
3009er. Kilo Echo Alpha Romeo automated weather observation 0200 Zulu.
North Platte.
Wind 106 at 5.
All right.
Visibility 10 in heavy rain.
All right, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna see if we can get out of here. Back to guard.
Temperature
You know what that means?
Dew point
It's this.
Go on guard, Whip!
See, I could send out the kick, but it won't take stuff in from kick on the chat, so I don't know what's up with that. But all right, anyways, we are gonna go back to our checklist. ADS is good, altimeter is good, transponder, alt squawk, it is. Whoa! ADS view, yeah. Test our radios when we're ready. What is the CTAF for? I think it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Taxi lights as required. There is no brakes for test on the way out. I'm gonna go runway 18. Which means we're gonna taxi to Alpha. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. Toby eye tracker on. Reset that. Okay, parking brake off. Turn to our immediate right here. I got chocks on. Can you pull the chocks for me, please? Alright, chocks are off. Alright, here we go now. So this is not the AMD build yet, by the way. Funny story, and you can see this on my Discord. I went to go check all the parts. The only thing I haven't checked right now is the case. But yeah, I checked out the power supply yesterday. Guess what? I bought it used, right, from Amazon. I'd probably only buy like used from Amazon, or maybe eBay if I could really see that it was in there, like all the pictures. But Amazon, they don't really have the picture. They say, oh, buy it used, save money, right? So I'm like, oh, this is gonna save a couple bucks. I'm all for that, right? And I open up the PSU box. It's in the Leon Lee 1300 watt box. It says white on the outside though, so I'm like, oh crap. They sent me a white one instead of a black one, but okay. I can still deal with this. So anywho, here we go. I got my nameplates back. I unsealed the box by cutting the tape and opening it up, and someone put an 850 watt power supply in there and a bunch of cables. It's like they ripped out the Leon Lee 1300 watt power supply and took their old one and just kind of threw it in there with a bunch of cables that came out of their computer and then sent it back. So they ripped off the people. So I was like, well, this sucks. But the good news is I bought a brand new one from Amazon. I returned that one already. It's on its way back and they gave me a refund. And I had to explain to them, like, yeah, I opened up the box and like it was an 850 watt power supply. It looks like someone ripped you off and I got like what they replaced it with. So I felt like a Parsplex. There was one in there, but anyways, they better give me that refund. But anyways, I also had $100 in Amazon gift cards that I totally forgot about. So I was like, oh, okay. This is the approach hold over here. We're gonna do our run up over here. So let's do our run up. All right, right there. Gonna pick parking brake on. So yeah, it's been quite interesting. The other one's coming in tomorrow. My memory's still coming in on Tuesday. Last thing I knew there was in Pennsylvania. So it is what it is. Seatbelt harnesses, seat vent. I already did that. Hello. We're on the run-up menu, Eric. Brakes, fuel to the proper tank. Leave it there. Trim set for takeoff. And remember, I fixed my honeycomb alpha yoke for now. Let me adjust the wheel here. Okay, good. Both are working. With a pencil eraser and super glue. But it works. I gotta admit, I had no stuck buttons or anything. Alright, flight controls. See that still got potentiometer issues, but you know. Let's go kick it to the middle. It won't. See, it's being an idiot. But anyways, annunciator lights up here. Looking good. Alright, instruments, turn equators in the middle, no flag, heading coordinates about 120, vertex looks good. Altimeter looks good, horizon looks good, airspeed looks good. Primer interlocked, we pull on that in real life, it has this little notch there, it locks it in. 2,000 RPMs. Okay, right mag. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Carve heat on. And vacuum is good, amps are good. Fuel pressure is good, oil pressure, oil temperature is good. Idling. Back to around 1,000. Right, looks good. Carb heat off. Alright, this problem ticket full mechanical issue, otherwise we'll abort, take off and land directly ahead on the runway. As long as there's enough available runway to land on. If we are under, let's say, 3,000 feet, let's follow mechanical issue, otherwise we'll land directly ahead. Then we're in 30 degree turns. Best glide speed, this is 73 for above 3,000 feet, let's follow mechanical issue, otherwise take a turn to the right, is what we'll land on. And the winds are kind of coming from there, yeah, so they'll push us into there. Land on the right, land down on the taxiway, the grass runway, what is available to us. Best glide speed is 73, rotated 55, climb at 79. Okay, strobe, landing, fuel pump on. And we're going to turn this around, tow the eye tracker on. I don't know if that's rural traffic or not, but at least I got my nameplates back. They're saying approach hold, so I would think this is an ILS hold line here, but just to make sure, I'm going to call it from here. So, all right, so here we go then. Kearney traffic. Go ahead. Kearney traffic, November 120 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 18, departure to the northwest Kearney. Okay, I'm going to take a chance here and connect on that sit now. Before I taxi out. Yeah. All right, I haven't flown since the Virtuoso Flying Club event. So connect. Here we go. Can't connect the host. The host was loaded though. All right, give me a second. Yeah. All right, we'll let it load until I get out there then. I could have sworn I started the host program. Can I have to like have the host send the simulator commands, if you will, to the vPilot on the tablet so that all the audio goes to to the laptop. So all the audio goes to the laptop and out to that sim. If that makes sense. It's a little short line there, actually. Alright, try connecting again. Nope, still not connected. Oh, let's check out my sim objects. Alright, well, let's just depart. Get out of here. Okay, Kearney traffic, Warrior 0, Foxtrot, departing runway, departure to the northwest Kearney. Alright. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Alright, and with that, heels on the floor, ready to go. Here we go. Then he's not there because he's not moving. Take. You're off. All right, pretty good. Just gotta watch those clouds here. Right. Yeah, you can go on my Discord. Thank you very much. 'Cause it sounds like you're a bot. Anywho, I'm gonna turn to it. You're not? All right. Well, then I'll check into it. But let me take off here first, okay? All right. Do you let us post on there when we actually stream? Because that'd be awesome too. You can also join my Discord. tinyurl.com/EricFlightDiscord. All one word. Alright, looking pretty good. I'm going to take that left now because we're going to need to see if we can get around this weather. It's supposed to be... Actually, no. Yeah, we're doing left 45 here. I'm going to have to keep this low. So let's keep it 2,900. Trim it down. Okay, turn right, put on the right. Get that Semita ready to go. Like I said, I'll look at it. Just give me a couple minutes here while I get out of here. And it's right, this 205. This is kind of sketchy. I'm going to trim down. What's up, Captain Drew? Welcome to the broadcast. You can see it's pretty bad here. It's supposed to be VFR up ahead, though, so we'll see. But I'm going to try to keep it at 2,900 as soon as I get down here. We are on our way on the Oregon Trail flights here. We're going to North Platte next. So. Alright, so listen, let's try to get this autopilot working here. This is a little wonky, so just go with it here. See if I can almost go heading right now, and I'll try and go nav. So here we go, nav. Doesn't always connect, so we'll see what happens. No, they ain't gonna connect. Alright, at least the altitude's on. Yeah. Nav. Come on, man. Now, well, kind of wanted. We're at the altitude we want to be at least. Scud running, the only way to fly. Okay, Tobii tracker off so I don't make it totally dizzy. That one looked like it clocked in there. Alright, so let's do this. That's gonna hold it, and it's gonna go nuts now. And it just took me off autopilot. Okay. Let's try this again. Ah. Come on. Lock in. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, thank you. I really like my Tobii tracker. I almost said track IR. But we are leaving from Kearney, right? Already did this historical significance of that, and we're gonna see Chimney Rock and everything on this flight. So, but yeah, it's expensive, but dude, it's worth it. It actually tracks your eyes. It tracks your head somewhat, but it's tracking your eyes, just making it move. And I'm sorry about the little glitches that you hear in sound. See, we've got some rain here. But I am building a new computer this week. It's an AMD 9950 X3D, so I'm hoping that will take care of the CPU bottleneck. But we're probably going to have that built, I'd say, latest by Wednesday. I'm waiting for 2 more parts to come in after one was given to me that was not what I ordered. Someone ripped out the whole power supply and replaced it with a crappy one. And then the company sold it as a used one, and it wasn't used. It was replaced. Yeah. Okay, this altitude's not holding, so let's do this. Oops, wrong button, Eric. Wrong button. Alright. I'm gonna get these clouds somewhat. But it should clear up ahead. It's VFR up ahead, so let's see if we can make that happen there. Piper Warrior action tonight. Tobii eye tracker's awesome though. Even I haven't played American Truck Simulator forever, but I can use it for that too. I can like turn your head, and it will turn there. But all right, I'm gonna check out this Discord by Carrie Gamer. So, that's what I was looking for. I mean, you can just join my Discord and you'll get all the information every time I get a stream. So. I can't, like, you know, message you every single time, so that might be better. So, just letting you know. Not the best conditions here coming out of Kearney, but again, supposed to be VFR up ahead. Real life, this would have been a no-go. So, but we're going to finish up another Oregon Trail flight here. Let's take a look outside. Piper Warrior. We are definitely scuttling this. Not real world time. This is morning, but it is real world weather. So, and we're flying with Flight Simulator 2024. We're flying the East server. If you did want to join us, but yeah, it's a little hairy. Won't lie, it's a little hairy. Hopefully, it'll just clear up ahead. We got some rain still. We'll clear up and be able to get up there. 2,900 is the lowest altitude for avoiding things down here, but we're only like 400 to 500 feet above the ground. Yeah. Don't worry, because we have power of Chuck. Norris.
Chuck Norris doesn't file a flight plan. The sky keeps track of him.
That's right. That's what he does. Oh man. Alright, anyways, we're gonna be at well, our ground speed must be going down or something since we're doing that. But okay, 38 minutes I guess. I guess it's in now. We must have some winds or something. You're dangerously low to the ground. This is barely illegal, if maybe just a little illegal, so it is remote though, so I guess it would kind of be theoretically legal, even though it's not the smartest thing to do. Why is my landing light not on? Okay, I'll turn you on. Oh, fuel pump off. That can go off though. Okay. And my nav lights are not on, probably. Just turn that down a little bit. Just a little really quick while I put the nav lights on. There we go. Back to 2,500 RPMs. But it does look like the Oregon Trail type atmosphere here, except they'd be on the ground. Got some good Native American inspired music. That's what it sounds like. I totally forgot to get a drink before I started the stream, so just have to make it work. See what happens. Power lines. A little low. Really wanted to fly this tonight though. So, and it did clear up. Alright, good. So let's try climbing here to 4,500, which is where I would like to be. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I might wait a couple more minutes for that because we're seeing that more clouds in front of us. We'll leave it at 2,900. And then when it looks really clear, we'll think about 4,500. We're still over the power line, so that's the good news. Definitely not the best weather right now out here in Nebraska. did clear up a little bit. So you still got some overhanging clouds there, so. But welcome everyone to the broadcast. Appreciate you coming out. And as always, if you missed the first 2 Oregon Trail flights, we're flying it in several streams. You can see them archived on YouTube and also Twitch, but YouTube will keep them forever. Twitch only keeps them for like 14 days. And last time I flew this was last week, so turned back to teaching this week, so didn't get a chance. And then tonight we had to go to my in-laws. They were having like a Labor Day cookout type deal, so we did that. But I'm glad we get to fly it tonight, even though we're gonna be up a little bit later. Yeah, we'll stay down here for now. These clouds are pretty low. Oh, see that? Just jumped out at us. 33 minutes to North Platte. This is the short little route tonight, and that's gonna be a little bit longer to our next destination. So. Well, I'll get more altitude, but if we're gonna make this happen, this was gonna be the scud running for tonight. We're just crop dusting, that's all. Crop dusting. What's that out there? Lexington, Nebraska. That's what that looks like. Should be clearing up around here. Well, we got some rain out there. Lexington right now on Sky Vector saying scattered, 2,800 scattered, 3,600 overcast, 4,200. So we're not getting the 4,500 right now. So. Well, see what we can do. I kind of see they have rolled bills at pay down there or something. Cool. But I cannot wait to build my new computer. So, just the power supply and the memory. That's all we're waiting for. And then I have to rip out my hard drives out of this. I think that's about it. I mean, I've got a couple of drives, but they're all USB outside of this. And then the other thing is, they have like an extra slot for network cards, but like, I mean, you know what I mean, like PCIe cards. But I don't think I want to use that second slot, so I'm gonna try using. I'm gonna try leaving the USB card in this old one too. My son's gonna get this. We're running an i9 9900K right now, so it's worth updating. Oh, did I just lose sound? I did. Alright, let's see if it comes back, and if not, I'll have to reload the sound again. It's funny because it wasn't doing that a lot before, so it's just the CPU being overloaded. It's the bottleneck of the whole system. So, all right, let me try redoing this. Screen might freeze, but here we go. And now it's going to go to black. I'll activate it again. We'll see if we can get this thing working. There we go. For some reason, it just, when it gets bottlenecked, 2024 does like things like that. And I turned down the settings, so why we're having such problems, unless it's because we're flying so low. Trees are starting to come in though. We are burning the service update 3, so they're already working on service update 4, so that's kind of cool to see too. But I'm hoping with the AMD that we'll be able to max everything out and do it according to ChatGPT, which is my new source for running hypotheticals fast. They said I should be able to max it out with the 3090. And and I'm running frame gen on it. So, I mean, right now we're getting what? 77, 76 frames per second. CPU usage is at 80 to 70, high 70s. GPU is at about 66%. So, but I know it's the CPU that's the bottleneck. So. All right. So listen, can't really go up high right now, but North Platte just went minimum VFR now too. Crappy. 9 square miles visibility broken at 1400. Oh. Kind of sucks that happened as we make our way out there. We'll make things happen, you know. Hopefully we'll see Chimney Rock on our way to our final destination, which will be Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Because that's kind of like a major Oregon Trail visual, if you will. We're not there yet. We'll be at North Platte in about 27.5 minutes. Excuse me. My butt kicker's not working. Why is my butt kicker not working anymore? Ugh. Still hooked up. Maybe because I switched the sound out. Let me turn it off and on. You don't need to have anything to do with this, but let's see if the program's gonna crash or not, which is what it usually does. Okay, turn it back on. Sorry about that. Okay, maybe we didn't have to. There you go. Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to run all the new tests on the new computer. So, but man, is that gonna be awesome? All right, and we are scud running tonight. So just for now, gonna be a little clearer right now. The clouds did go up a little bit, but we'll see. Big thing on this route, though, things that we're flying tonight is the Castle Rock. So, the Platte River would be off our right out there, and that's kind of, I guess, what they kind of followed on this portion of the Oregon Trail. And honestly, this was also part of the California Trail, part of the Utah Trail. So there were a bunch of trails that were shared on the trails going out west. You can see we're right above the power lines. This is not realistic at all. I would not fly like this in real life. Let's try to get to 4,500. If not, we'll go back to 2,900. Come on, man. Oh, vertical speed might help. Yeah. Go ever so slowly up. See what we can do. That mixture. Yeah, we already burned through a lot of fuel. Okay, fuel pump on. And switch the tank to right. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding. Okay. Full throttle. Smells. Ooh, man, that looks nasty out there. Look at that. Yikes. This looks like rain out there. This doesn't look like clouds in the distance there. There's a little bit of clouds, but we'll see. Just trying to climb to 4,500 to get some altitude here. See what happens. Nice sun, huh? The lights aren't good on the JustFlight Warrior still during the day, but during night they look normal. At least they're a little bit flashing though. Yep. That weather has changed. almost at 4,000, and we'll see if we can hold it. We might be able to. So we're following Buffalo Creek, and Lexington, Nebraska is over there.
Oh, excuse me for yawning.
Start a little later than I wanted to because I was trying to wait out the weather a little bit. But can only do so much. Iowa Scotsman, how are you, sir? Are you enjoying your Real Sim Gear GNS 530 yet? And we have a raid coming in. Comic Crazy 3 raiding with a party of 23. Welcome aboard, Raiders. For some reason my shout out didn't work. So let me see if I can shut. Oh, because I had to shut it out. Well, you saw that at least. So there you go, Comic Crazy, shouting out to you. Good evening, sir. How you doing? We are flying the Oregon Trail again tonight. We were scud running, and now we're kind of trying to get to 4,500, which looks like we're gonna happen here. It looks like it's clearing up in the front of us. But dude, we only like 500 feet above the ground. Welcome everyone. Feel free to push that follow button. I am Eric Flight, flying the Oregon Trail, and we're going to North Platte. This is the third flight of the series here. I've been having all these series planned for years. This one's been planned since January, so I guess it's the newer one, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna fly it. And welcome Turd Ferguson, awesome name by the way. And Iowa Scotsman, I'm gonna use your name here. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. And I guess they actually got the maintenance off of that because the shoutouts are working again. Yay! So shout out to Iowa Scotsman. Thank you for coming out, the Spider Monkey. Yeah, it's not bad. It's different. If you pick like a theme, you know, it makes you fly different places you don't really fly a lot. I mean, I've never been out here in real life, but even on the sim. So. Oh, good. All right, awesome. Well, glad. I'm gonna try to make that event myself. So, still waiting to build my new computer. I have an AMD 9950 X3D sitting downstairs. I'm just waiting for the power supply and the memory to come in. So, power supply I had to rebuy because I bought a used one and it came in from Amazon, and then it had like this 850 watt power supply in the box. So someone ripped them off. It wasn't me. So I had to return that today, and I bought one last night, the same thing that I wanted, and I gotta kick back the RPMs here. So that's coming in tomorrow, but the memory's not in until Tuesday. Last thing I knew it was in Pennsylvania. So now I'm in Massachusetts, so it's soon. But yeah, we are finally starting to see stuff here. Over there we got Kozad, Nebraska, and then we Gothenburg, Nebraska up ahead. But we do have some rain that we're going to be going through here, but this is way better than what we started out as, which is why I took a chance tonight. I was like, let's try to fly this thing. Real world weather, but not real world time. But yeah, thanks for the raid, Comic Crazy. And awesome. Let me know how it goes. Take pictures. I want to see this thing. I'm excited. Again, Iowa Scotsman got a Real Sim Gear GNS 530 by donating during my marathon. So the giveaway's already done, but we did a marathon for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. I start riding a bike, hopefully September 1st. I'm hoping to get like at least 12, if not 20 miles in. I got to do 150 the whole month of September. My hip has been acting up, but it's getting better now. So I haven't been able to bike much, but I get on that bike and I'm not that bad. I'm not out of shape, so. But yep. And we're still raising money. It's just that the Real Sim Gear GNS 530 giveaway was kind of like a, you had to be at the marathon to get it. So Iowa Scotsman got it. Again, for being one of our great donors to the cause. And we raised a new record of $2,871. So that was amazing and awesome. But alright, North Platte coming up in about 21.5 minutes. We're going to do a landing there, and I'll explain the historical significance of that. And for some reason I thought my music would stop playing, but it's not. It's just really soft. cannot wait until I get the AMD though. And then that won't be tomorrow, so I'll still be flying with the i9 9900K processor that I've been using for 6 years. I've got some rain over here. Look at that. Look at those wonderful rain effects. That's amazing. It's even better than 2020, I gotta admit. And knock on wood, haven't had any big problems here except for the sound cutting out. But I don't think that's totally 2024. I think it's well, it's the CPU bottlenecking and then kicking the HDMI sound off to the laptop, as you can hear. Sorry about the crackling. I tried my best. But hopefully the AMD kick in and we won't have that problem anymore. Lots of farmland. Some small towns. That's Kozad, again, Nebraska. Very flat land out here. The Platte River would be out towards our left, actually. Out there. And I think that the colonists, I mean the settlers, not colonists, well I guess you could call them colonists. Settlers going west would probably follow that river or something on the trail. Because that kind of goes to North Platte. Oh, rainbow. Picture time. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good. I'm doing the frame gen mod myself. And it's really the CPU that's bottlenecking. I have a 3090 in this thing. And I get about 60 to 70. And then if it's really heavy, it goes down obviously to about like 20. But like I run a crap load of add-ons. Yeah. And JJ, welcome to the broadcast. I didn't even know you were there. Gotta use your command, man. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend. I don't think it does bad now. The CPU is definitely a bottleneck, though. And as you know, I did ChatGPT to tell me the optimized settings for this, and it does a pretty nice job. I don't like the glitchy sound here and there, though. That I don't like. Oh, I never put my lights on either. Hey, Alexa, turn on shelf LED lights. Jeez, you got like you're looking at me in the dark. But going through the rain and the rainbows here. Not sure about those clouds, but we're 18 minutes out. Let's get some weather ready to go for North Platte's 118.425. See if we get anything here. This would be a Class Echo airport, as evidenced by that. Trying to flick back there. 1900 feet scattered.
Sky condition 1,900 scattered few clouds at 10,200 few clouds at 14,200. Temperature 14 dew point.
There.
16 altimeter 3014.
Winds are calm, so we could do runway 30 and go right in, as you can see on that thing. Kind of cool to do that.
Sky condition 1,900 scattered few clouds at 10,200.
That temperature dew point, when it's close like that, you know it means rain and precipitation. So.
16 altimeter 3014.
Back to guard.
You're on guard with
Right. Yeah. It was funny because as I was waiting, I was watching some old classic wrestling from like the 80s. And I keep thinking, man, it's just me. You might disagree with me on this, but it like wrestling is not the same. I try to watch like wrestling today, and I just can't do it. I don't know why. Like I'm still gonna try, but I don't know, man. I don't know what was. I can't even tell you what was different about wrestling back in the day, but I don't know. It just seems like it was a little more showmanship, shall we call it, stuff like that. So, but here we go with a little pilot mania, if you will, as we get into North Platte. Get that little that we need. More Buffalo Bill Cody, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for not ditching me after I accidentally banned you that time. That was terrible. Gothenburg, Nebraska out there off our left. I felt really bad about that. I'm like, oh crap. I was like, oh crap. So thanks for coming on, man. I have turned into some of your broadcasts here and there. I just haven't talked. I think I was lurking. So. But all right, we got these clouds out here that we got to contend with, and pattern altitude's going to be about 3,700 feet, so we might be scud running this as well. That's okay. All right, CTAF is 123.0. I never did switch to VATSIM Unicom, nor do I know if that really has anything going on there. But this was a quick little leg here, 80 nautical miles, moving at about 110 true airspeed, so it takes about a little less than an hour. And then we'll be continuing on to Scottsbluff up there. And that'll be the end of our flight for tonight. So let's see if Joe White is out there and can hear me and wants to actually talk to me on Unicom. So here we go. That's it, Unicom Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. My wife just closed my door. I must be too loud. Oh no. Yeah, no one's gonna talk to me, but I'm still on VATSIM Unicom, so we are over Nebraska. And this will be the last flights in Nebraska for the Oregon Trail. We'll be going to Wyoming on the next one. Yeah, we're gonna have to dip down here. It's gonna be 2,900, which is gonna be scud running, so here we go. Get down there, see what happens. It's not working, Captain. Why isn't it working? I don't know. There it is. Autopilot is a little wonky on this for 2024, that is. Not so much 2020, but I haven't touched that in a while now. Now that this is a little bit more solid, take a look at our airspeed, make sure it's good. Yeah, we're okay right now. What's up, Fishy? Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Sorry about the sound. It's just the CPU bottlenecking. When you go back to 2020 after flying 2024 for a little bit, you can see the differences in the graphics. So they're not. It's mostly the ray tracing and stuff, and things look a little bit better in 2024. So we are on our way. 11.5 minutes in. We're gonna do that exactly what I said. We're gonna do a direct in runway 30 and land at North Platte. But I'm a little nervous about these clouds here, and we are gonna be again scud running big time. So great sun, not real world time, but real world weather. So that's what we're contending with. We might just be barely legal on this, by the way, because we're supposed to be at least 500 feet over not as densely populated areas. I don't consider this densely populated. So, just me, I don't consider it densely populated. But we do have to be careful because there's a tower up ahead at 2,900 feet. So, I don't know if we can see that yet, but it's out there. It's on the sectional. Definitely have some power lines. How appropriate with this music here. Keep climbing. That's what it's called, so. Alright. Sorry about the sound. I'm gonna get the new computer. It should be a lot better, I think. People have complained about that, though, no matter what, so. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch our altitude here. This is a lot sketchy. It's a lot sketchy. And those power lines might be a problem. So, you know. Yikes. Evasive action. Just in case, I'm gonna put this up there.
Red alert. All hands stand to battle stations.
This isn't looking good. Alright, let's go back up. Going back up. I don't like it. And this is not realistic flying at all, everybody. This is me with get there-itis, which is not the way to fly in real life, by the way. So don't do it. Yeah, there's no way I was going to make 2,900. Alright, we're going back to 4,500. I thought I'd be able to get below these clouds, but they don't look as bad now. So not a time I'm going to be flying in Nebraska right now. Full throttle. Well, at least got a good view of the ground here. Dude. Alright, we're also going to go to heading mode here. And heading. I'm going to turn a little bit to the south. So I'm going to intercept a course for 30. As you can see, with the magenta line there, it helps me with everything. And I use this tablet in real life, so this is the software I run in real life when I try to flight back. It's called a VIR. Works on Android only, and it's free. So, but it does everything I need. It has charts and everything. So, yeah, this changed. This was VFR earlier. Oh, now it's minimum VFR. 1 square mile visibility and mist. Good job. All right, well, let's get our. No one's out here anyway, so let me get my chart ready. North Platte and ILS for 30. We'll put the frequency in at least, so 111.5. That in there. It's the ILS 300 will be the heading on that. So, in case I want to switch over and do that, which I might honestly, because it's getting pretty bad here now. All right, I'm gonna go IFR then. Go to 4,000. Actually, it says stay at 3,000, so let's go 3,000. I guess we're quickly gonna do a ILS landing. That's what's gonna happen. Because this is definitely not good, everyone. All right, let's practice it. This was an arc approach, which I've never really did those. But I'm kind of here now, so I'm gonna switch this to nav. Approach procedure, select approach ILS 30. We'll intercept at Pan B if possible. Inactivate. Yes. Direct to Pan B. Okie dokie. There was a turn at Pan B. That's the initial approach fix. We're supposed to be a what? I'm kind of doing this on the swing here. So. No, we're supposed to be at 4,600. So that won't help us. See, if I had time to brief this and everything, we'd be fine, but I don't. Alright. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. So Pan B, then they want me to go back out and then come back in. Yeah. I gotcha. Alright, so it's going to make me go back out after. So we're going to Pan B, then we're going out to Omesi, if I'm pronouncing that right. So it's going to actually be 120. Sorry about the skittering of the volume there. So we're going to go out and 120 radial after we get to Pan B. So that procedure turn there that you see on the 530, that's going to take us out. And then we're going to do it again. So, alright, so what do I have to do? I have to be at 4,700. Messy. Again, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. And then we're gonna go 300 and get in there. So, alright, 230 to CTAF. No one's on for VATSIM. Just doing one more check here. But I wouldn't know how to do the arc approach anyways, because I never got to practice those. I did half my instruments, so we have to read about those. That's the DME arc there, which it says a 17. So I guess you just keep turning, but you keep it 17 miles away from the airport. That's what I'm thinking. Those are a little harder than what I did. We're almost at Panby. We're climbing to 4,700. We're there, so that's good. All right, let's approach now. So ASOS is 118.425. Unicom 123.0. Localizer 111.5. Double checking that. Missed approach. We're going to climb to 4,900. Then left turn direct to the LBF VOR, which is 117.4. So we'll get that in our standby here. Right, and that way we just flip it over if we have to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost sound again. All right, let me try reconnecting again. It's going to pause. I think it might be my laptop overheating, to be honest with you. So let me, because I forgot to turn the thing back on. Sorry about that. It's coming back. Let me get that thing going on here. This could be part of the problem here. That could be the sound problems. So let me do this. The 3080 Ti in my laptop like totally overheats really easy, so if I have the fan on for ultra cooling, it's pretty good. Yeah. All right. So now it's boosting out heat. That thing is burning hot. All right, Panby. We're supposed to do a procedure turn, so let's do that. Let's turn. It's heading. Back out. Get on the 120 radial. I think I'm doing this right, but either way, I'm following the best I can. So. And I haven't done an instrument approach in a while, so go easy on me. Actually, I could just do this. I could go direct to 115. And that should line us up there to a Macy. Just 17 miles out. But this, the GPS is going to tell me everything. Left to 301. 5, 4. But aren't we supposed to go out to a Macy? I thought we were supposed to go to a Macy. Well, I'm going out to a Macy, so. So that's what it's saying right here. Remain within 10 nautical miles. So I guess you actually could turn in. I'm already at 4,700. And then we're supposed to start our descent there when we hit Panby. That makes sense, everybody? I think we're going to be okay. It's just the visibility is pretty low. I have that set to 1.5, right? Hey, 7.9 nautical miles there. Should be there about 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, because did the proceed. Yeah. All right. Stop that. Stop. Yeah, it's telling me to do the procedure turn, but I'm going to do it when I get out there. I also don't understand why this needle's not moving. Well, I didn't think I was going to be doing this tonight, but looks like we are. And now it says half square mile in fog on Sky Vector from North Platte. So this is going to be good, everyone. I don't think this is even... I mean, how much visibility do we need? Probably more than that. All right. ILS, I can go down to 2,970 feet. This is about 200 feet above the ground. If we can't see it, then we get a problem. We're going to try this. It's still going to be challenging, but we're going to try it. Try this again. Down. Oh, because I'm dialing back. Shit, that's what it is. Let's just set this up and go back into Panby. Set within 10 nautical miles, so we'll make our turn in there now. I'm not even going to look outside the window. Let's get this set here, shall we? Wow, approach fix. Direct 10 now. Yes, sir. This will be the procedure turn to the left. That chart's helping me. I'll let you set that localizer. When we hit Panby, that's when we start doing our standard descent down. Well, keep an eye on this needle and get over there and do this thing. Initial approach fix if we can be. Sorry, Panby. 4,700 then glide. Of 3, ground speed's about 108. Divide that by 2, that's 54 times 10. So it should be about 540 feet per minute to get down on a standard 3 degree angle on the descent. We'll do that when we hit Panby. I'm probably going to go manual from there. So. No landing gear. That's good. One less thing to go. And that looking pretty good. So I'm looking on fuel. I'm still going to stay on. I could probably switch to the left. Here we go. Fuel pump on. Left. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure hold. Yep. Okay. Alright, so procedure. Flight plan. Alright. It reset now, so no one knows. And I just noticed that this is going to be this is going to be the first one I've done in 2024. First approach. Okay, Panby, we're about 4.2 nautical miles. I'm going to leave it on here because for some reason I know I messed this up. I was going to try one of these in my instrument training. Then I stopped a while ago and due to cost and time, then I did my complex endorsement instead. So. But we shall do our best. This needle should be working though. That's where I'm a little confused right now. I got it on V-lock, so. But probably won't start doing that until I get to Panby. That's what I'm thinking. I am on to the ILS. Alright, we started to set down. Okay, now it'll be about 540. I'm gonna just say 500 feet per minute, to be honest with you. Because I gotta see that runway. Let's try to get on this. It actually does show it. It knows where I'm going. Okay. So that's good. That's why it's not moving, because it's getting me on the magenta, and then when I go there. So, all right, I know what I'm doing. And we should be about 4,600 feet at Pan B. So let's actually do it. Sit down. I think I looked at it again. I was like, what? More check on the weather. Well, this got a lot more interesting. Half a mile. Alright, we'll try it. You know, real life probably wouldn't have done it. So.
Sky conditions. Few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900. Temperature. 140 dew point. 150 altimeter
left here.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot automated weather observation. 0300 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility half a mile. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900.
Closing in.
Temperature. 140 dew point. 150 altimeter 3013.
Get this established here.
Foxtrot automated weather observation. 0300.
Approach. Let's see if that works at all.
Visibility half a mile. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900. Temperature. 140 dew point. 150 altimeter 3013. Kilo
Still at 111, 112. Yeah.
observation. 0300 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility half a mile. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900.
All right, everything's holding. Just a matter of seeing it.
140 dew point. 150 altimeter 3013.
Just keep your eyes open.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot automated weather observation. 0300.
All right, wind is calm at least, so I don't have to worry about that.
Visibility half a mile.
They give me an pressure settings. That's what I was double checking too.
Temperature 140 dew point.
We're looking really good.
3013.
Okay. Well, welcome to Instrument Landings. I'm your host, Eric Flight. And we'll be going in something that probably isn't even legal, but we're gonna try it. Anyways, try to get down there. Alright, let's field elevation. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. Till the eye tracker on. We center it. Might be down a little bit. And I'm losing it already. Good job, Eric. No, I can see the ground. That's the good news. Bad news, I need to see the runway. And I'm descending big time, so. Here we go. Oh, crap. Trust your instruments, Eric. Trust your instruments. We are not good at all here right now. No, I guess we're scud running this approach too, because holy shnikes. I found the runway. Alright. Flaps. Full flaps. We are here. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Trim up. Because we're trimmed down way too much. Oh my god, I made it. Alright, well I didn't make it yet, but you know what I'm saying. Trim it up. Holy shit. Well, it looks like we're gonna make it. Holy. Hey, throttle out. Trim it up still, because it just feels like I'm... No, it wasn't bad. I fixed it. It wasn't pretty. It was not a pretty approach, but we made it. I hit hard. Oh, I had a heart attack there. Alright, we're going to turn off our left here. Let me get the diagram out. Alright, and we're going to go on Charlie once I clean it up. Well, I should also say on the CTAF I was landing, but I was so busy with the approach. But welcome to North Platte, everyone. I don't think we're going to see much. But we'll we'll see what we can do. So, North Platte traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 30, North Platte. All right, right here. I can break on for 1 second. Clean it up. I'm sure if the Toby eye tracker flaps up. I put full flaps in like right at the last minute. Carve heat, I didn't put on. That would have been good. Fuel pump, I didn't put on. I didn't put any of these things on because I was worried. Strobes can go off this time. We'll leave everything else on. Trim set for takeoff. The trim felt like really bad. Well, it wasn't that bad, but it felt bad. All right, with that, we're gonna taxi via Charlie down to the FBO. So here we go. Park and brake off. Toby eye tracker on. And we're going. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to see that Buffalo Bill Cody stuff I wanted you to see, but we'll see. Let's taxi back to the airport first. That was a hairy landing. I would not suggest that for anybody. Problem is I went manual like right near the runway, and then I was way too sensitive on the controls. So. But did find it. You have to give me a little credit, like that much. Oh, sorry. North Platte traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot. We're taxiing on Charlie back to the FBO. North Platte. There's only one taxi with Charlie. I'm looking at the tablet, sorry. Okay. This is a unique layout here. We have to go across the runway up ahead. Alright, we're gonna look at the weather while we're here too. Once we get parked, because definitely leaving IFR, so I'll have to file a flight plan. What was my descent rate on that? 110 feet per minute. Negative 110, everybody. A little sketchy, I know. Definitely a half square mile visibility. We have a while to go. Okay. Unique layout. It's got like that runway. See that runway that we landed on? And then you get taxi down, and you have to cross another one, and then the FBO's over there. The apron. Sorry. Okie dokie. Got a little aileron correction to the left there because the sock is not any wind though, but just in case.
Could be a slight wind on my left. Whew. Probably still gonna be on our own. I'm just gonna fly it like I would in IFR, and I'm gonna file a flight plan. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn a slight left, then call out on the VAT sim and say we have to cross this runway. Well, this is. That was going to be better than this. I definitely have to go over some arc approach. I've never done them. Never done them. North Platte traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 3517 at Charlie on the ground, North Platte. And that's the FBO over there. From what I can see, we're clear. Sorry, my eyes are itchy. Oh. A lot of aircraft out here. Whew.
And then and the FBO is right here, so. Marshall's right there, so we'll park with him. And okay, park and brake on. Park and brake on, thank you. Alright, back to the checklist.
ALT verify silent, avionics off, all lights except for beacon off. That didn't work though. Lighting light that stays on. This one goes off. Alright, mixture. Oh, avionics are off, right? Yep. Mixture full lead. Mags off, master off, lights off, battery off. I don't know, that battery's not hitting me the right way. Anyways, welcome to North Platte. And what we could do, first up, I'll remove the tablet. That might help. And like it's the airport on Google Maps. That's how I tell where I'm going on this. But I kind of wanted to show you North Platte at least. But let's get in the reason why we're at North Platte, shall we? The historical significance of it all. So, North Platte is located near Fort McPherson, a military fort established in 1863. So even though the date says 1840, just go with it, 'cause it's still historical for the Oregon Trail. Played a key role in the protection of emigrants traveling west. The fort was a major supply depot and offered protection from Native American attacks. Buffalo Bill Ranch State Historical Park, located just outside North Platte, is dedicated to the legacy of William Buffalo Bill Cody, a famous figure associated with both the Pony Express and the expansion of the American West. Basically, his house is there. He lived there till I think around 1913. So I'm going to take it at least going out to North Platte so you can see it. And then if I can get to that historical area, I will. Okay? We have to go to the east to do this. So, it's down there. Okay, good. I was like, where am I? What world am I in? Alright, that's 1-7. That's 1-2. So I'm thinking that we're going to go out this way. And if I have to, I'll turn off the live weather. But see what I can see here. So North Platte is supposed to be over here. You know what? Let's just turn off the weather. And then, of course, we'll turn it back on for what it is after. So, oh, I hit the wrong button. Yikes. Alright, North Platte, here we come. Oh, now I'll turn off that too so you can actually see what I'm doing. Fort McPherson is not there anymore. They do have a cemetery of it where they buried a lot of people from back there. But, North Platte should be going right down this I-80 over here. Actually, might be more that way if it's not going to come up anytime soon. Man, this airport's a little farther out. It's not supposed to be that far out. Where'd you go? There's the Platte River. And the fort was along the Platte River here, so. But, where's North Platte? Because I know I'm at the right. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Huh. What did I do now? Did I go too far? Well, anyways, you've seen the Platte River. At least though it's back there. I went too far. Or did I just go the wrong way? Yeah, I'm supposed to go west, not east. Duh. So this river right here, again, is the Platte River. And that's kind of like the huge river that I guess they kind of followed. Here's North Platte right there. So, yeah, it's just, it's a city on the Platte River. And let me see if I can find that. Oh, Buffalo Bill Ranch Historical Park Museum is over here. So that is, here's 83. It's probably somewhere around. Well, they have a Buffalo Bill Ave too as well. I'm trying to figure out. There's a big farm thing there. Well, it's a ranch out here. I was thinking it could be that, but I don't think it is that. There's a big little water feature there too. Oh. Well, it's hard to find. There's the airport.
It's right on the river. Oh, I got on the wrong side of the river. Okay, I got you. Over here. Ah, there we go. Alright. So the North County, the Lincoln County Historical Museum is right over here. And then Buffalo Bill Ranch State Historical Park and Museum is over here. So there's parking over there and stuff. Let's see. That is his ranch. Okay. So the ranch would be, his house would have been right here, Buffalo Bill Cody's house. I gotcha. And he lived there, I believe, till 1913. And it's a big historical place here in North Platte. So this house right here, Buffalo Bill Cody's house. So, and that is about it for North Platte. But I told you why it was historically significant. Platte River right there. And yeah, Buffalo Bill Cody lived right down over there. That was his mansion. So, all right, let's get going here. I'm gonna turn the live weather on, and we're gonna fly IFR obviously because this isn't working for me. Let's see what's happening with the weather up ahead though before we do anything. It is VFR out there, 10 square miles clear. We're gonna go to Scottsbluff, Nebraska. So let's switch our little name tag here. Or I should say the tag there. But we're going from North, sorry, wrong one. North Platte to Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and that's where we'll end it for tonight. So let's see what we can do for IFR here. It should clear up though, because then I would change the VFR. Up ahead, we're going to see Castle Rock, which is a big thing, big visual. It was mentioned in many diaries of people traveling out on the Oregon Trail there. So we're gonna do that and get going here. Let me just set everything up here really fast. All right, this will be the last stop in Nebraska on the Oregon Trail here. I'm gonna pick up some fuel while we're here. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. I didn't want camera. I always leave full fuel in real life and also on the sim if I can. So we're gonna do that. All right, sure. I'm gonna file direct GPS here because I have a feeling it's gonna turn the VFR. So I got my flight plan here. Okay, I'm gonna sign in, file. It's gonna take me about 2 minutes to do. IFR 120 Echo Foxtrot. Type pop 28 Alpha Light Equipment SG Transponder CU2. I use my tablet for ADSB, which is usually shows departure is Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot. Off the block, and I'll put remote time. So what's that? 12:002 2030 Zulu. Wait, no. 4 hours ahead, Eric. 0430 Zulu. Altitude. Gonna be IFR, so let's go. We're going west. Let's go 6,000 feet. Airspeed is about 110 true. Rifle Kilo Bravo Foxtrot. En route should be. Tell him in a second. Maybe 1 second. Sky metrics easy. An hour and a half, so we'll say an hour and 45 minutes just to make sure. Basically, when you file your flight plans, if you're not there in a half hour after you said you'd be there, they're gonna start looking for you. So that's what that's all about. File flight plan. It's gonna give me a squawk code. Yep, that's what that was. I don't know if you heard that, but that's auto ATC. All right, squawk 5545 IFR, and we're going direct. Okay, so we'll do that now. 55. I don't know why I put it on standby, but I did because there's no power right now. 5. Okay, that should be on. So I turn that off. I'm gonna shuffle this here. So maybe those buttons will work now. All right, we are filed. We are ready to go. So let's get going here, shall we? All right, do you see the checklist? Probably not. So let's do it up here as we take off now to Scottsbluff, Nebraska, our last stop in Nebraska on the Oregon Trail. Seat track back lock, avionics are off, autopilot's off, car P is off, throttle slight. All right, brakes, got parking brake on, master on, beacon on. That didn't work still, so let's do this. Okay, beacon on. That actually worked this time. Okay, fuel pump on. And mixture full rich. I'm gonna prime 2 shots. 1 should pull all the way out. 2 go slower than that in real life. All right, with that we're ready to start. So clear prop. Here we go. All right, very good. Mixture fluid, prime. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Make sure the fuel pressure is still up there. It is. Okay, oil pressure, oil temperature are good. Oil temperature is rising. Oh, yeah. Wait, I did the wrong one. Nav. Which is this right here? Seatbelt harnesses, seat vent frost, leave it on. AVF is going on. ATIS.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot automated weather observation 0400 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility
Calm.
3/4 mile. Sky condition few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900. Temperature 14C dew point. 15C altimeter 301 tree.
301.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot.
Let's do that thing again. Alright, give me a second. No. Oh wait, it actually froze up there for a second. Great. Alright, so listen, for a challenge, I think we should do a different runway.
Sky condition few clouds at 1900, few clouds at 4900.
Direct.
Temperature
Nope.
14C dew point. 15C altimeter 301 tree.
Clear out this procedure here. Yes, remove it. I'm done. Alright. I had it on suspend. No wonder why I was doing all that crap. Maybe that's why. Anyways. Why isn't this working? Right, okay. Is there some reason why this is all messed up? Yes, I know that. Well, why is there an engine malfunction? What are you talking about? Well, that's interesting. So I probably have to restart from the menu because this thing's giving me an engine malfunction here. Sorry, let's shut her down then. That, everything off, full lean. Oh, I don't know why it does that, but it does. Mags off, master battery off, that off. It's off, everything on. Okay, it's gonna do that. I have to restart to the menu, so let's do that. And flight. And pick it up from here, main menu. We're parked over here, right? Yeah. Custom. It's about 12 o'clock here. It says 23:17. It's 11 o'clock. I was in the morning, so I'm more like 9 o'clock by now. So that's what we're gonna do. And start flight. Well, that wasn't very cool. Well, we will work this out, everybody. It's gonna load everything in the whole lot here. I gotta start it over again. This kinda sucks. I don't know why I had an engine malfunction, but I did. Alright. That is definitely plane. Need that change on. Right side. And we're just gonna push shift C again. It's gonna load up my license. Plane and it reset everything. I think. Get the tow guide tracker off. No, it didn't. Alright, state restored. Alright. No, we got oil in there. I'm just making sure because that was messed up. You know, my chocks are off, right? Yeah. Okay, let's start it up again, then hopefully we don't have an engine malfunction. Alright, with that. Here we go. Seat track backlock, avionics off, autopilot off, car peak off. Throttle slight. Brakes are set. Parking brakes on. Master beacon on. Go. Alright, fuel pump on. And then 2 shots of primer. 1, 2. Okay. We should have put full rich before that, but that's okay. Alright, max to start. Here we go. You ready? Clear prop. This down. There we go. Alright. Not quite sure what happened on that. Oil pressure's good. Fuel pump off. Looking good. Light test required. We'll turn the nav on. Just this one right here. It's supposed to be lit up, so... Oh, okay. It was. Alright. Seatbelt harness, heat vent to frost. We left it there because it's about 60. Yeah, it's kind of cold. We'll get it in the air. So, maybe even halfway now. That's the heat and defroster. So still give you some heat. Avionics on. Okay, I gotta resize this window again. Looks about right, so I'll put that in there. That's that RLSIM Gadrine S530 that we're using. Okay, turn that off for now. ATIS, we'll get it one more time just to make sure. 124.85. Hello, ATIS. Hello, Governor. Well, the good news is that's going to reset my own GPS settings there. Cause I was trying to clear all those waypoints, but it wasn't doing it. Is there some reason why that's not working? 118.425. Well, and reset that then. M. Should be everybody. Alright, there we go. Oh, visibility went up a fourth, everybody.
Wind calm. Visibility 3/4 mile. Sky condition.
Didn't stay connected
Few
to
clouds at
that sim.
1900.
That's the
Few
other thing
clouds
to
at
ask.
5,000.
No, it didn't.
Temperature
Okay.
14 C dew point. 15 C altimeter tree 01 trees.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna keep the same squawk crew.
Automated weather observation 0400 Zulu. Wind 09 or 5 at 4. Visibility 3/4 mile.
Get things
Sky
set up.
condition.
We'll
Few
get
clouds at
6,000.
1900. Few clouds at 5,000. Temperature 14 C dew point. 15 C altimeter tree 01 trees.
30.
Kilo Lima Bravo Foxtrot automated weather observation 0400 Zulu.
This is why you take your time, because you can mess things up.
Visibility 3/4 mile.
Alright, back to guard. I
Few
think we're good.
clouds at 1900. Few clouds at 5,000.
You're on guard, Whip.
15 C altimeter tree 01 trees.
Alright, let's taxi to 17 and save some time here. That's 4,000 feet long. I think we're going to be okay there. That's this runway right over there, so we'll do that. How's my fuel? My fuel is good. Alright. Back to the checklist. It
I
is
don't enter
snow.
a traffic pattern. The pattern forms around me.
Well, there you go. Oh my god. I got nervous there. I was like, kill Rick. Good one. Chuck there. I thought Chuck Norris was really talking to me for a second. Oh, man. All right. Test the radio. Let's go back to some Unicom. Woo! There's 21 different various messages you could get on that, by the way. So if you keep hitting Chuck here and there, try to get all 21. It's like a collection. Flightsim Unicom Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. I thought I was gonna talk to me. Alright, taxi light. We don't have one. Brakes test on the way out. And we're going Broadway 17. We do have to do a run up out there though, so let's do it. Alright, parking brake off. Tow guide tracker on. And looking pretty good. Chuck-isms, that's what we'll call it. To the left here. Alright, and this will be our last leg of the night here, going out to Scottsbluff, Nebraska. So, up a little later than I thought I'd be, but that's alright. Do a run up over here. That's why I'm getting ready to turn this thing a little bit. Alright, parking brake on. Tow guide tracker off. Run up checklist. Brakes are set. Fuel to the proper tank. Good. Trim set for takeoff. Oh, good. Alright, flight controls. Free and correct. Annunciator lights are up here. Good. Instruments, turning in the middle, no flag. Heading cornering is about where it should be. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter is good because it's 2,700 something. Rising airspeed looks good. Mixture best power. Primer in and locked. We tug on this to make sure it's locked in there. 2,000 RPMs. Okay, right mag. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Carpet on. I didn't really go down much, but anyways, alright. Anyways. Vacuum is good. That's over there. Yep. Alternator is charging. Where are you? Right there. Fuel pressure is good. Oil temperature, oil pressure are good. We're gonna idle. Looking good. Carpet off. Back to 1,000. If there's a problem, take our full mechanical emergency or otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll board, take off, land directly on the runway. If we are under, let's say, 3,300 feet, there's problem, mechanical emergency or otherwise, we'll land directly ahead, no 130-degree turns, best glide speed is 73. If we're above 3,300 feet, this problem can't go into, otherwise we'll take a turn to the right, because there's this little taxiway here, and there's no wind. And land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed again is 73. We're going to rotate at 55 and climb at 79, and hopefully not ride this grass too much. Okay. Alright. Feel free to join us. Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. TOBI tracker on. Just going to get over here. We are going to be IFR, flying 6,000 feet erect. So let me get that in there too as well. So Kilo, Bravo, Foxtrot, I think it is. Yeah. Alright, Scottsbluff. Alright. Other than that, strobes are on, landing lights going on. Okay. And everything else is good. Fuel pump on actually too. There you go. Alright. So, without further ado then, we are going to take off from North Platte and go direct to GPS. We're going to pretend they gave us all the directions here, but that's okay. So, here we go. North Platte traffic. Oops. 123 is the CTAF, Eric. North Platte traffic, Warrior 0, Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 17, departure to the northwest, North Platte. And here we go. Well, at least we got to see Buffalo Bill Cody's old digs, right? Don't pure anything, so you're not going to see much of 3 foot square mile visibility here. Okay, climb maintain 6,000. That's what we're going to suggest there. I have the squawk code in. So things are good. No controllers on at this time.
Okay, 6,000's punched in there. Heels on the floor, full throttle. Here we go. Looks like we have a little wind from our left, if anything. So let's flip that aileron to the left. Just gonna have this down the runway. Thank you. Look, 1055, 579. Let's see. I should have set this to the runway heading. That would have helped. Something else I should have done, you know. Alright. Describe my noses. Doing weird things. Turn to the left eventually. We are flying IFR as of now. It's supposed to clear up ahead the whole thing. Where it's going to matter here. Down now, that went too high. There. Alright, I'm gonna pretend that they told me to take a left turn, but let's just do this. Actually, it's a right turn. Okay. Try to get this to work. So we got tracker off so we can see straight. Let's make sure Mr. Autopilot is working tonight. Yes.
Automatic pilot.
It actually worked.
Automatic pilot.
Nope, it turned off. Yeah. Those are tripping me up for some reason. Come on, work.
I'll go back to the passengers.
It's not working. It will eventually work, it's just that this is really bugged up. Trim up. That's not working. And now I got trimmed down. Nav. See, in real life, this would just work. Vertical speed. Vertical speed. Thank you. Alright, we'll climb to 6,000 feet. Didn't seem to work, did it? Nope. Alright, let's reset it again. It's aggravating, isn't it? Let's see if they'll do it. See if it turns. No, it's already off. Well, JustFlight's gonna have to work on that. Just saying. It will eventually work. Could be working. I think it's working. Alright, cool. Direct IFR 5 to 6,000. Cleaning out the mixture slightly as we go. HET gauge is up in the upper left, kind of tells you what to be at. And we are leaving North Platte for Scottsbluff. I didn't think we'd be IFR tonight, but we are. It's pretty bad down there. Okay, I'm gonna take the tablet on, show you what North Platte's right to our right here. It's just not working now. It is. That was weird. Get in there. Make that contact point. I got a pencil eraser helping me out here. There we go. North Platte, right there, real world weather, not real world time though. We got traffic and everything now. And auto is finally working. Thank you again for staying tuned in. If you are, feel free to push that follow button. Always looking for more followers. I'm also streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick all at the same time. So
wherever you are, feel free to push that subscribe button or follow button. And I appreciate your support. Alright, supposed to be there about an hour and 17 minutes. Not too shabby. We're almost at our traveling altitude here. 6,000 feet. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to get the Chimney Rock here. We're going to play it by ear. See how I have that line there? Chimney Rock is a little bit off of Route 26 there, off of Bridgeport, right near Bayard. So we're going to try to see it in the simulator and see if it's in there, because it'll be a little bit of a letdown if it's not, but I don't really know if it is or not. And that was a big visual for Oregon Trail, and I could kind of tell you a little bit about that, and that's why we're going to Scottsbluff. But here we go. So Chimney Rock and Scottsbluff are major Oregon Trail landmarks in Nebraska. Chimney Rock, which is what we're trying to see, a spire seen for miles, was a famous guidepost and symbol of progress, often noted in emigrant diaries. Scottsbluff, where we're going, was a line of cliffs forced wagons through the Mitchell Pass and marked a shift from plains to mountains, because after this we're going to Wyoming. We're going to start getting more higher altitudes here. Together they guided and encouraged travelers on their westward journey. So we're hoping to see Chimney Rock like you see there. That is the actual screenshot from the Oregon Trail video game of old, so hopefully it'll look better than that. But that was on the Apple IIe. I'm surprised it's even in color. So that's why we're going to Scottsbluff, Nebraska. IFR. So they said miles away, so hopefully we'll be able to see it. But right now the weather out there is supposed to be better at Scottsbluff. Sky Vector, it's saying 10 square miles of visibility and clear. So, and winds are not that strong. 070 at 3 knots. I mean, it's pretty good. So, and we're at pattern altitude.
When Chuck Norris files IFR, it means I fly relentlessly.
That's right. He flies relentlessly, everybody. Again, there's 21 of them. I think we saw 3 of them or 4 of them tonight, but not everyone got to see those. So feel free to use those commands. tinyurl.com/EF commands. Keep things lively on the stream as we play out of North Platte here. So appreciate you using those chuckisms. Worked really hard on those too. That is an AI Chuck Norris voice, by the way. I'm wondering how I got that. The sky looks beautiful out here. It's just, look at that. It's like you leave there, it's that whole area there that's just clouded in. And the Platte River right below us. We're going to be following that all the way. Pretty cool though, huh? They say in some places on the Oregon Trail you can still see like where the ruts and the wagon wheels were from even back then. So it's kind of cool. Kind of not sad. It's kind of crazy how like we could just fly planes and drive cars, and like back then they had to go through all that trouble of setting a wagon with those wheels. But regardless, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. I got delayed because of the weather, and I also had my we had a Labor Day cookout at my in-laws. So the weather was the biggest thing. Boy, this is wicked loud. Good tune. All right, on our left, you'll see Hershey, Nebraska. I like to say things like that because sometimes people tune in and go, I live in Nebraska, and that's my town, and that's cool that you mentioned it because it's like the smallest thing ever. That's what Hershey, Nebraska looks like. At 6,000 feet. Still think the streaming service does get faster. I have a pretty good internet connection, so that's not it. And maybe if the CPU, like the code sticks a lot faster, it'll help, but Platte River off on the left. North Platte River's over here. Does it? And a Piggly Wiggly? Where's McCook, Nebraska from here? I don't know. Let me look at Google Maps here. Give me a second. See how far away we are from Cook here. So that's North Platte Airport. That first. I went to go visit my niece in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I got to my first Buc-ee's this summer. Oh, it's just south. I got you. So if we look at, it'd be out there. Actually, more like out there. But yeah, I never went to a Buc-ee's before. I've always knew they existed. But I told my niece from now on, whenever I go visit her in Dallas down there, that the last thing we'll always hit is Buc-ee's. If you haven't been to a Buc-ee's like I haven't before. I always knew about it. I always wanted to go, so I made it happen. But it's like a Walmart convenience store. It's a convenience store the size of a Walmart that has like, it's more than a convenience store. It has like food everywhere. Has like apparel. I bought a "Don't Mess with Texas" like Buc-ee shirt. Fuel pump off because we're doing pretty good. Fuel pressure holding. We are IFR 6,000 feet. Yeah, I didn't get the brisket. I actually just bought the t-shirt. My kids wanted some toys. My wife got some food, but we didn't get the brisket. But yeah, I'm gonna have to spend more time. That was like my last day in Texas, and then we were literally leaving that night. So, but it's a good place to leave off on a Dallas trip after visiting your niece, right? Yeah, unfortunately, my brother passed in 2022, so that was the first time I got to go down there without having it doom and gloom. So the last time I went was 2002 to 22 to try to settle those affairs in a week. And but yeah, it was very therapeutic. It was good to go down there and visit her and my brother's ex-wife, and she's doing a great job. You know, it's hard being a single parent basically. So but yeah, we got along together. It was, you know, me and her mom, it was a little awkward still because of the situation, but like by the end of it I was just like, there's no more of this. Let's just do this thing and we're good. You know, there was a lot that was said and done on both sides. I didn't tell her that, you know, but I'm just saying there was. But sometimes you just got to do what's best moving forward. There's no need to dwell in the past. You know, everyone's got their stories, but why do that? You know, it's not worth it. And we're gonna bid adieu to the Platte River, which is going that way, as we are going to Scottsbluff there. There is going to be a big lake, by the way, Lake McConaughey coming off our left up here. That was not there back then. That was a artificial lake made later on. So, but this is the North Platte River here. So, I'm pretty sure what they probably did back then, seeing that, I'm guessing now, they probably followed this North Platte River. That way you had a water source, and two, you got to follow it. But imagine having to go through all this with a wagon and ox, or oxen, if you will. I guess that's plural, right? There were no highways. You just traveled along this river until you got up there. Because that North Platte River goes all the way to Scottsbluff. So if we lost everything, excuse me, we lost all the navigation and stuff, had to go there, we'd follow the Scottsbluff, the North Platte River, excuse me, to Scottsbluff. But we're just going direct here, and we could probably be VFR at this time, to be honest with you. But we'll get through these clouds, and we'll see how it clears up ahead, and we'll do our thing. But, Skillrick, are you from Nebraska? I did have brisket lately, though. I went to Chili's with my son the other day because we both had a day off of school on Friday. My son is going to school till the 3rd. He starts a little late, even from the Northeast up here, but it's after Labor Day. So I had it off because of Labor Day, and we went to Chili's, and they had this brisket burger. That was actually pretty good. Gotta be honest, I love brisket. So you're in LA? That's right, you said that before. talked about that. Sorry. That's right, because I was out in LA. Yeah, I got the so. But, yeah, I do like me some brisket. And down in Dallas, we got some barbecue. My college roommate who lives in San Antonio came up with his parents, and we went out and got some really good barbecue. It was an interesting place because you ordered the barbecue kind of like you were at like a supermarket deli ordering, like, you know, luncheon meat. You just say, I'll take a pound of that brisket, take a half pound of that chicken, and they'd put it on a scale and like weigh it, and that's how they would charge you. It was pretty cool. But it's a different way of eating, definitely. You know, I can't remember what it was called, but it was famous down in Texas for barbecue. Well, there are a lot of barbecue places in Texas. So, all right, I might switch to VFR. We'll go to 6,500, but I think we should do that. All right, set the altitude to 6,500. Ned asks for a VFR. Cancel the IFR. Full throttle. And I'll switch this to Squawk VFR. Okay, there's no controller, so I can't do that with anybody. So, and there you go. And we'll be traveling at 6,500 feet for an altitude. You'd have to clear that with them in real life, but you know, there's no reason why they wouldn't do that, because that kind of takes a little off their shoulders too. So, feels good to fly on the simulator again. We're not going to be flying in real life for a little bit. Me, I'm debating whether to take a flight in October or November, but I've already paid down half of the new build for the computer almost. So we'll see. I maybe November, just to get a night flight in with 3 full stop night landings. And that way I'm current to take passengers, but also at night. Till it's 3 months. So you have to do, if you want to fly at night, it's 3 full stop landings an hour after sunset, and then you're current to take passengers at night. 3 landings of any sort makes me current to take passengers during the day. But for nighttime flight, we have to do 3 full stop landings at night, which is an hour after sunset, you know. So, seeing that the nights are going to come quicker, it's easier to do that in the winter, late fall. So, but we'll see. I'll be flying on the sim, obviously. Kick this back to 2,500. Get off that picture a little bit more. Right about there, and we're good. Hour to go, everybody. To Scottsbluff, Nebraska. This has been a good series. I'm gonna be flying tomorrow in the Virtue USA Flag Club event if I can, and if I can, I'm also gonna try to fit one more of these flights in. So, and I have Monday off due to Labor Day, but my school let us have Friday off. We went in on Monday for teachers, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I taught students, and then we had Friday off in observation of Labor Day. Today, Saturday, Sunday is obviously off, and then Monday we also have off. So it's a nice way to segue into the new school year here up in the Northeast. So, well, the thing is, I don't need anyone to go with me. I'm a private pilot, so it's just the FAA rule is that. Like, I can fly by myself without passengers anytime I want. But to take passengers, we're supposed to do 3 landings within 90 days during the day if we're going to take them during the day. I mean, literally, you could show up at the airport and tell your passengers, hey, we're not going to leave for another hour. I'm going to go do my 3 landings. And then you just put them in the plane and you're legal. You know what I'm saying? But I flew in June, so I'm current to take passengers all the way through practically all of September. So I could take anyone I want right now. And then if I did 3 landings, that would count as the next 90 days or 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, actually, it's not in a way. If you do a discovery flight, well, actually, no. Let me think about that. I get what you're saying. I'm trying to think if that's true. So if I fly a, let's say I fly a 152, I think it's up to 100. I think it might be 115 an hour wet now. It was 110 last time I knew, and now it'd just be me. If you do a discovery flight, which I don't think they would because you're kind of a private pilot already. But theoretically, if you took a discovery flight, I'd say it's about the same, to be honest with you. Except you get an instructor with you. I mean, I have to get a biannual flight review in February. Every 2 years we have to get a checkout just to make sure we're kind of staying with our skills. That's pretty easy. But I can fly every plane at the flight school now except for the Centauri because I don't have a tail wheel endorsement. So I feel pretty good about my chances. I don't need to get signed out in anything. And then, again, the goal is to eventually go back, finish my instrument, and then do the Cirrus after that, get my high performance. And then maybe the Centauri as a tail wheel endorsement would be it. But they said they might be selling the Centauri, which I feel bad because I thought that was my instructor's favorite plane over there. So I would like to get into a 182 someday. I did my complex endorsement on the Piper Arrow, which I love. You know I love it because I fly it here a lot, you know. But I would like to get into a 182. Try that out. But I really also want to get into a Cardinal. Now that I have the complex endorsement, it's not like I need to get that. I just need to like kind of get someone in there that flies a Cardinal. So I know there's a Cardinal club up in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. So I'm thinking about maybe contacting them up there and just saying, hey, you know, is there any way that someone would love to take me up and let me fly their Cardinal a little bit? Because I'm legally I'm allowed to fly it. Is it smart to fly it without flying it at all before? No. You know, just to get a feel for it, even just one flight at least, you know. But 177 has controllable pitch prop, and I wouldn't want retractable gear unless I really needed it. So if I had to buy a plan, if it was a Cessna, I'd probably just go with a 172, but like hopefully a 180 horsepower model, because they retrofit engines for 180. But the Arrow is awesome, but it has retractable landing gear, and I love it because it's the fastest plane I fly. However, you're going to be paying a lot more during the annual because you do have retractable landing gear and all that. They have a lot more to check. So then you think, oh, well, go with the Archer, which is a little more powerful than a 172, but it doesn't have retractable gear. It's kind of like in between a Warrior, what we're flying tonight, and an Arrow. And it's a nice plane. I flew that at the flight school too. So, but that might cost you a little bit more. I know it does with the cost of renting. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain where I'm at right now. I'm buying a new computer. It's 2 more parts coming in. I'm getting a whole new setup. So what if I have to trade off a couple months of flying for real to do that? But I'm working on the outside businesses still. We made more money than ever before. Not lots, but we made more profit this month on the Eric Flight Aviation Design Etsy store. $60, which that doesn't sound like a lot, but it all adds up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's gonna stay that way, but that's how I'm able to afford all this flying, and even the computer, because I'm gonna deviate my funds there for a while, but I already have half of it paid off. So, and we spent a lot this summer, you know, because we had a good time. So, but yeah, I'm not feeling bad. I have it better than some people because I should have side business income coming for flying and stuff, and I don't use my teaching salary for flying. So there's that lake I was telling you about. That's Lake McConaughey, probably after the actor. No, I'm kidding. That's a man-made lake, so that wasn't there back then at the Oregon Trail. And the North Platte River kind of goes into that, and then that was probably just a river before. That's what I'm thinking, and they would have just continued up that way. Man, the weather really cleared up here. Thank the Lord. Oof. Let us say thank you to our Lord and Savior.
Jesus is my co-pilot.
Traverse the Oregon Trail.
No one messes with the Jesus.
So there you go. Don't mess with it though. Alrighty then. So we are gonna turn a slight little turn to the south. I'm gonna go heading mode here after I set this, because we want to go see Chimney Rock before we get to Scottsbluff. And I'll be following the electronic flight bag there. See that magenta line? I'm gonna try to follow that because that's supposed to go right near Chimney. Well, at least I think it's supposed to go near Chimney Rock. We want to see that, like the wagon trail saw back then. They said that they often posted it in their diaries as they were traveling out west. So keep that going. That should put us on a heading there. Approximate heading of 280. Get updated. Maybe we won't. Actually, yeah, we'll try it from Searle Field there. Get an updated pressure setting 121. Well, at least the hip's feeling better. I feel better about my chances of biking. I would like to start on September 1st, which is Monday.
Kilo Oscar Golf, Alpha Automated Weather Observation.
This is just south of us.
040. Wind 264 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 10,200 ceiling, 14,200 broken. Temperature 17C. Dew point 16C. Altimeter tree 016.
There you go. Back to guard.
You're on guard with
Yeah. So I just got to figure out how to get the commands to work in Kick again. It's the only issue we have with Streamer Bot now. I think I actually tried command. Give me a second. Commands. All right, maybe it's under actions. I don't know, let me try this one. This might work, it might not work. Well, I'm reading it, but it's not going in. Let me, try this. Okay. Mode, normal. Sources. Kick message. All right, let's try this, okay? We'll see if this goes in. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination.
Yeah, I guess it does.
For your
All right, so I have
safety
to
and
change all the
comfort, please remain
commands.
seated with your seatbelt fastened until Eric instructs
There
you
we
to
go.
unfasten your
All right,
seatbelt.
I got it
It will
now.
then be safe for you to depart the plane. On behalf of Eric Flight, I would like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, one more. Pizza is not a command, my friend. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're working now, though. All right, I just gotta switch them all with Kit for source. All right, they're also doubled here, so I don't quite understand why it's doubled. But they look doubled. Yeah, I said I'll delete these later, but let me get the Kick in there. So. Try typing in, oh wait, only on Kick. Yeah, I forgot about that. I will work on that. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, but. Did you just call me banana?
Banana 2906, hold short 17 at Bravo, waiting local release.
Hold short of 17. You just call me a banana?
No sir, you did not hear that correctly.
They're all working now. I'm sure the Chuck commands will work now. For some reason it like doubled all the commands. Or maybe not, I'm just reading this wrong since it's late at night for me. Oh, cancel. Right.
Chuck Norris can launch pilot
There you go.
command time while sleeping, and the FAA approves it.
It's just the Kick. If you type it in when you're watching from Kick, it wasn't working because I had a workaround for the script. So, but now streamer bot, which is what I use for chat. See all the chats in one. It now supports kick. So now I'm just changing all the commands to be supported by kick again. So if you're on kick and watching this, I'm on the D's right now. Commands. Like this Oregon Trail inspired one right here. Ready? Oh, I got it right. Okay. There you go. That was a special one made for just this Oregon Trail flights here. Although I've had it for quite a while. Chimney Rock. We're going to be looking for a big spire coming off in the distance. And that should probably, I'm estimating now, I want to say about 30 minutes or so. We should be seeing it. If it's not in the simulator though, that'd be a problem. But we'll see if it's there. I had to type all these in before. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out once again. Kilrick 705. I give you a shout out, but the shout outs only work for Twitch. So I have to figure out if there's a shout out that we can do for YouTube someday. But I appreciate you coming out, and thanks for flying with me tonight. I figured I'd fix these while we're going to go in there, because there's a lot of just flat land and stuff. But you can see that it's getting rockier out here. That's because we're getting away from the plains. Oops, I pushed that one. Okay. Got a lot of commands. There's a lot. Well, at least we're fixing it now. That's what matters, right? Alright, kick. I'm getting your chat commands back. Let's try this one. It's the test it here. I wish I got it going right.
Father, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can act like a man!
That's right.
What's the matter with you?
Dude. Ugh. Have a good day at work tomorrow. I hope it goes well. Gotta check the fuel in a second. All right. We are burning the left. We want to go to the right, so fuel pump on. Switch to the right tank. Fuel pump off. And fuel pressure is holding. So there we go. I also have to work on the matrix command. I think something's off with it, so figure that out. God, there's so many commands. These weren't made in one day, so. But let's take a look outside. So yeah, it's getting a little rockier. Get going there, and it's must have got a little tougher there, but we should see. Is it Castle Rock? What is it called again? We should see this Chimney Rock, excuse me, up ahead in the distance. It's in the simulator. They were able to see the spire for miles. So that's what we're looking for on our way to Scottsbluff. I don't know if we're going to see it right away, but if you see it, let me know in chat. if that points command even works anymore. I don't know. This radar trouble one, I don't know if this works either. It does. Okay.
You don't need that, Private. We're right here. Now, what is it? Now, what is it? I'm having trouble with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what?
The what?
The what? The what?
No, the bleeps.
Creeps.
The sweeps. And the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
It's not all he's lost. Let's see if this RNAV thing works too.
Fly the RNAV, mating.
Seems to work.
Fly the RNAV, mating. Fly the RNAV, mating.
I don't know, it seems like I kicked off some things here. I've checked off before. So maybe it's good that I'm going. It was that easy. I just had to check the kick box. After I found it, that is. Boy, I'm only in the S's here. But we did have some storms tonight on the simulator. Not real world time, but real world weather. So it kind of looked like this earlier. It's pretty bad, to be honest with you. Oh man. Alright, if you see a big spire coming up in the distance, that's what I want to know. Everything seems to be working, that's the cool thing. Couple more to go. 4 more to go, actually. Okay, I think they all should be working here. As soon as I'm done with this, 2 more to go. I'll test one of these before we move on. Some of the boxes were checked, though. That's what I don't understand. It's like... Alright. Anyways. This one should work. From Kick. I have to type it in from Kick. If that does, then I don't need to pop out chat boxes anymore. No, it didn't work. Did I type it in right? Yeah, I did. Oh, I did 2 P's. That's what happened. Oh, it didn't work. It wasn't. Alright, let's try it again. Because that was not checked off for some reason. No, I spelled it wrong since late at night. Oh my lord. Here we go.
You're entering a world of pain, Walter. You mark that frame and 8, you're entering a world of pain.
I'll have to double check these later on, but I think I did them all. Sure looked like it. Alright, anyways. Thank you, all of you coming out here as we follow the Oregon Trail. We're looking for Chimney. God, why can't I remember what it's called? Chimney Rock. Thank you. Yikes. Big spire. Should be coming up in about 20 minutes or so. Out right in front of us. And then we're going to land at Scottsbluff. Do the historical significance again, and then take a look at Scottsbluff and go from there. Thank you for your patience as I got the kick commands to work again. Ooh, it's like 1 a.m. out here. Yeah. So it'll be almost 2 a.m. when we finish. I thought I'd be done by 1 a.m., but that's okay. And again, that North Platte River is this thing over here. I'm guessing though, but I'm thinking that the people traveling out west probably follow that, you know. There's no reason not to. I mean, it's a big river, it's a water source, and it goes the direction you want it to go. So, and I think we're gonna have a nice VFR landing out here too. So, let's see what Sky Vector says still. Yep. Latest VTAR is winds 350 at 10 square miles, visibility clear. 1614 though on the dew point temperature, so you can tell that there's some possibility of storms later on. But it looks like it's gonna clear up, to be honest with you. I don't see any rain. It's supposed to be gusty around later on. Or can get gusty. Probability is 30%. They think there's going to be a rainstorm. It's cumulonimbus clouds, 30% probability. And that's from 11 p.m. No, that already passed, I think. Or maybe that's tonight, actually. Like tonight after this night, you know. Yeah, we've had pretty good luck with graphics and everything. The glitches kind of went away with the sound. So this is when we know we made the right decision while flying 2024. Let's put it that way. So. Lake McConaughey out there. Really nice land. It's colorful. Those power lines down there. There's supposed to be some railroad tracks out there in the distance. But I was looking over the latest, the Microsoft Flight Simulator log, if you will. Oh, sorry. And they said this is what people want to see. It's the development update. Thank you. Number one, and this is all under investigation, which I'm shocked at some of these, because 2020 they weren't going to do any of this, you know. Well, some of this, I should say. But number one, the most votes for the wish list, I guess for 2020 lifetime, as of August 14th, is to implement weather and terrain APIs for aircraft developers to implement probably something on the flight dynamics. Number two with the most votes, and that was for both 2024 and 2020. Number two is 2020, improve AI traffic at airports and in the air. I don't see them working on that a lot, but it's under investigation. 2020 replay function is missing, so that doesn't really matter much to me anymore. Both 2020 and 2024, they want a shared cockpit multiplayer. That makes sense to me. This is the one that shocks me. Number 5, because this wasn't under investigation. This is for 2020. Number 5, most votes. Open up the weather system write access. Write, like writing, to third-party developers. It says under investigation. So, maybe because 2020 is kind of becoming passe, they're going to let them have the access to the commands to write weather into the simulator. I always use the default weather. The reason why is I haven't found a weather engine that kind of projects the weather out front of you. So like you could see like a storm coming up and there's clouds out there. It's like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool. You know? Garden City, King Filey Field off our left wing. See if we can see it. It's just supposed to be like right over here somewhere. Right near Oshkosh, Nebraska. It's out there. I don't know where, but it is. I don't like the blurriness of the textures though. You see this? If I zoom out, See how they get really blurry? And that's not just a Google Maps thing. That's because they lowered the resolution of the ground textures. They used to let you import 512 by 512, which looked awesome with the Google Map enhancement. It is what it is. Try to see that airport over here. Sorry, I forgot my yawns. My yawns. 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 North Platte River there. Man, I'm really hoping that they have this there. You know, I mean, that's kind of a huge thing for the Oregon Trail right there. Chimney Rock, seeing it hopefully in the distance, but we're gonna be near the town of Bridgeport, and then there's Bayard, and then it's kind of like there. So we'll see. Also, the draw distance 2024 is not the best right now either. So, which you can increase that in the user config if you type it in manually, which I might try doing once I get the AMD 9950X 3D up and running, because I don't think that's going to be a problem. And the 3090, I'm telling you right now, do not get less than 12 gigs of VRAM on a card. Try to go for 16 because it will use it. With my 3090, I have 24 gigs, and sometimes it uses all the way up to 80%. So just saying, don't go less than 16. But this build's gonna be massive for me. I mean, this is a big step again. I've had the i9 9900K for 6 years, and it's gonna go to my son, so it's not bad use. I saw my 2080 today in a box, so it's in the original box. I'm gonna put that in here, take the 3090 out, take my hard drives out, and then just pretty much pop his in, put the 2080 in. So he's using my brother's old laptop that I brought back from Texas. Hacked into it, backed up everything in it, and then I reinstalled Windows on it. I have his old, I don't know, it's like one of those things you can't get rid of, you know, like he's gone, but it's there. So I backed it up in 3 images on 3 different hard drives. So I don't know, maybe his daughter will want to see it someday, but he left some stuff on there, and I don't know, she might want to see it, she might not, but it's there. So, and then I'll just take his laptop and make it what it was before, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll just reinstall everything. I think I should, you know, feel right about doing that. So she lives in an apartment with her mother, so I was in a little bit of a quandary because I went down there. I had a week to figure out how to clear out his apartment, do whatever else I had to do, and she couldn't take most of his stuff. And like, you know, I got rid of a lot. I got like all his kitchen utilities and stuff, like, you know, all that stuff we donated. A lot of his clothes we donated, except for like the memorable ones, like all the sports jerseys and stuff. They're in my closet right over there. And like, I gave her whatever she wanted, but I couldn't just like leave it there or donate that. Like, I just couldn't do that. And he was a big gamer, so I had to bring back all that. So I had to rent a U-Haul to pack everything up. And of course, you know, people aren't that excited about me bringing stuff home. That's now sitting in my basement, you know, just somewhat finished. But I couldn't get rid of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds foolish, but just, I'm a pack rat to begin with, but just couldn't do it. Anyways, the biggest one I saw here is to fix we missed trains. I missed trains. It says 2020, but I would think they'd put that in 2024 also. And I think that would be awesome. There's supposed to be a train track right off my left. I'm not seeing it. Unless it's this thing right here. That could be it right there. I don't know if you can see that, but Chimney Rock, hoping I'm gonna see it. Let's see what happens. town of Bridgeport's way out there. It'll be a little off our right there. And then Chimney Rock's supposed to be out here somewhere. I don't know if this. Let me check online too. I'll ask ChatGPT. See if it's not, you know, it's not. But yes, the Nebraska version of Chimney Rock is present in the base game of Microsoft Flight Simulator and was included as part of the Free World Update 2. However, there are also other Chimney Rocks, such as the one in North Carolina. And whether MSFS2024 will include them depends on the final release and any included world updates for that title. Well, I have World Update 2 in there, so it should be in there, right? Even the Nebraska Chimney Rock has sometimes been noted for missing collision models in earlier versions of the game. And other POIs have had missing 3D models. Well, we'll see. Here's a video of Chimney Rock in it. That's from December 6th of 2020. So, we'll see, but it's supposed to be out here somewhere. And I'm going to get Google Maps out just to make sure, because I really would like to see it if possible. Just south of, is it Bridgeport? Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be like right near Bridgeport, near Route 26. So I'm going to the right place. Let's see if it's there. Let me show you this actually. So, this is Bridgeport. This is the airport we're going to. And I'm aiming for right under Route 26, and that's supposed to be Chimney Rock right there. That's the museum. And then Chimney Rock Cemetery, and here's actually Chimney Rock right here. So that's it. So I should see it from there. That's what I'm thinking. But if I get to Bridgeport, I know it's a little ahead, so is that it right there? Oh no, no, it's something on my monitor. I gotta clean my monitor. You can't see that, but I can. Well, let's get a good view of it, so we'll see. Fuel, doing okay. 26 minutes to go. I might run and get an iced tea. That's what I'm thinking, or a drink. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna rush. I'll be right back. I won't leave auto flying the plane. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. I can still hear you though. And back. Alright. Iced tea time. 0 sugar sweet tea. Pure leaf. Good stuff. A little expensive though. And don't mock my big bottle of drinking here. Chimney Rock, we're on. Oh. Well, that's good. That is good. All right. 24 minutes to our destination, but we want to see Chimney Rock. Here we go. We're going to follow the North Platte River this whole time. Let's see. Elevation's definitely going up, by the way. So that's the other thing. If you think about it, it's like a long, strenuous journey in a wagon, going slightly uphill the whole way. But it's been a good series of flights. I've actually really enjoyed this. Haven't done a lot of flying on the sim in Nebraska. I've never been to Nebraska. It's kind of cool to do this. And all this is being archived on YouTube, posterity. And then on my Discord, I have a special channel just for the Oregon Trail flights. So I keep posting the videos there in chronological order. It's kind of cool. Once in a while, I'll go back and watch my own things. The last time we did something like this was we did a Star Trek inspired series of flights. And that went really, really well, to be honest with you, in 2020. But it was like filming locations and stuff like that, and it was pretty cool. So I like the big band. It's pretty good stuff. My lips are dry. All right, this is the highway we want to follow, I think. Right below us. We're right. Actually, those are train tracks. No. It says I'm supposed to be right over train tracks. I'm not seeing train tracks. I see a road. But I'm supposed to be. Unless this. No, because that. Unless Microsoft Flight Simulator has it wrong and this is the train tracks over there, or maybe on the side of the highway, which it could be because the traffic's going two ways. Maybe they got it. This is the train tracks, this is the road, you know? I definitely see a difference in the resolution of the ground textures. We're flying over Broadwater, Nebraska. Broadwater, Nebraska, that's my New England accent. And Bridgeport should be right over here. And then Chimney Rock's supposed to be out there, so I don't know, it's kind of on a plateau. I'm gonna move this around if I can. I can't. Alright, but Route 26 is there. It's actually, Route 26 goes into Route 92. Hoping it's there. It could be up here on this plateau area, because that's what it's kind of looking like now. So it's like this goes here and then goes out here, and Chimney Rock would be out here. The weather is gorgeous, I'll tell you that. We got some East Server traffic out there. I turned the nameplates back on. The other thing they asked for in that update, by the way, for Microsoft to look into, is supporting FSLTL traffic injector. So making that available so that they can, the code, if you will, where was it? Where was it? I saw it before. approved AI system supported by AIG. So maybe I was wrong. It's not FSLTL. But, see, I love FSLTL because it puts like the planes in there with the contrails and everything. Like real world traffic. Functional windshield wipers. They want that in 2020. I don't know if they're functional in 2024. They could be. Multiplayer display other players' actual aircraft 3D models and liveries. That's number 21 on the list. Well, it's interesting. Let's go for what's in progress. So, service update 4, right? Or 2020, I guess they're going to do another update, right? What they're working on right now, number 7, scenery gateway system / world hub. So I don't know exactly what that means, but then it goes to page 2. All right. Service update 4, frames per second performance VRAM bug. I haven't had a big problem with VRAM. Here's a big one. Ground textures are blurry. LOD system is too aggressive, and loss of detail. I agree with that. So that's in progress for service update 4. Okay. Airport helipad issue tracker. That's in progress. Horrible stuttering, frame per second drops at airports during landing beta 2. It says in progress update 03 and 04. So maybe if it's still in progress, it hasn't been fixed yet. Sepia mask and light bloom at night still not fixed. Unrealistic ground effects. It's planned for service update 4. Too strict level of detail rule on aircraft landing gears in progress per aircraft. Okay. 2024 is randomizing the position of clouds for each person. So they want to have the same exact weather, I guess, between people. That's planned for service update 4. Terrible LOD issues, object popping and octagon wheels. That's in progress still. AI not producing contrails. It says fixed for service update 4. So I guess that the traffic is going to start doing contrails. Is that Chimney Rock? No, that's not. It should be over here. I'm hoping it loads. We're about to cross the North Platte River. This is Bridgeport over here, by the way. So that, and then Bayard, and then Chimney Rock's supposed to be on. Oh, there it is. That's Chimney Rock, everybody. All right, so let's put this up there before we get there. The reason why we went a little off kilter here is because Chimney Rock, just that little thing right there. Can you see it? Right there. Chimney Rock. Chimney Rock and Scottsbluff. Well, actually, you can't see. I have to move the sign after. Chimney Rock and Scottsbluff were major Oregon Trail landmarks in Nebraska. Chimney Rock, a spire seen for miles, was a famous guidepost and symbol of progress, often noted in the emigrant diaries. Scottsbluff, a line of cliffs, forced wagons through the Mitchell Pass and marked the shift from plains to mountains. Together, they guided and encouraged travelers on their westward journey. So here we go. It's right near my tail right there. That's Chimney Rock. Right here. I'm going to fly right over it, and then we'll go for a landing. I thought it would be bigger. I guess if you're on the ground. I guess if you're on the ground, though. I guess you could see it from a couple of miles away, right? Let's say that you're following the river and you're like, oh yeah, I mean, you kind of can, yeah. Did you hear all that environment sounds? I love that. You can see it in the distance. That's it right there. Kind of cool to see what they saw, huh? Take off this tablet. So that's it right there. Interesting. Alright, we're going to fly over it. That's what we're going to do. Sorry that my drone button gets... I have a very sensitive keyboard. Like, it's one of the most sensitive ones. It's a Steel Series, but it has like... You just breathe on the key and it pushes it. But it wasn't doing that
before in 2024. Alright, let's go a little bit more over here. And we can fly over this in real life. So North Platte River here, Scottsbluff over there. And that's it. Very cool. Let's get closer and get a good picture of it. And then we'll land at Scottsbluff. So we'll get that ready. 212-1025. The weather. Checked in on that as soon as we get around there. CTAF 123.0. I am not on VATSIM Unicom at all. Now I am. I should have been there at the time. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice flight today. Very cool. This won't require an IFR landing. We did an ILS landing approach at North Platte. It got pretty bad. It was down to a half mile of visibility. And it wasn't the prettiest landing, but we did get it. So. I don't know if you can see it as well. My HDR graphics make it stick out more. But over here, where my mouse is turning around, right here. That's Castle Rock. Or whatever it is. Jeez, I keep calling it the wrong thing. This thing, Chimney Rock. That's what it looks like in the Oregon Trail video game. And that's what it looks like in the simulator. Pretty cool to see what they saw back in the mid to, well, probably mid 1800s, I'll say it that way. And it's still there after all that time. Alright, Mel's gonna switch fuel tanks. Fuel pump on. Switch to the left. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding. There we go. Chimney Rock. The North Platte River right there. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the actual trail and they turn into a highway. That's another thing, you know? It's still a little blurry. I don't like it, but at least you can tell it's Chimney. Rock. Right outside Scottsbluff, by the way. Very cool. Yep, sorry, I was taking pictures with my key commands here. So that's it.
Chimney Rock. Consider that my visual diary of the Oregon Trail. Yeah, it's supposed to be a park. You're supposed to be able to park around here, by this little loop or something, and then you go visit it. When I played the Oregon Trail game back in my childhood, you didn't really understand totally where the stuff was in certain ways, you know what I mean? Here's the parking lot, and then you can go up there. Look at that, beautiful. That's it. So we've seen Chimney Rock just like the people who were on the Oregon Trail. Imagine that some didn't make it that far. You know what I'm saying? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that you would be risking your life and now we just fly one coast to the other in like 5 to 6 hours. Alright, we're gonna bid adieu to Chimney Rock. And we're gonna land at Scottsbluff. Let's get some weather.
Kilo Bravo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, automated weather observation.
343. Oh, we want to go 30 then.
Wind, tree 4 tree at tree. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Feeling 2,200 overcast. Temperature 160.
Alright, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm intercepting 30. I'm going to do an extended final in there. 3021, is that what they said?
Foxtrot, Foxtrot, automated weather observation. 0500 Zulu. Wind, tree 4 tree at tree. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Feeling 14,200 overcast. Temperature 160. Dew point 1 tree C. Altimeter tree 021.
3021. Okay, sure.
Kilo Bravo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right, back to guard.
050
Allison announced the descent, actually. Let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Okay, let's put on nav and hopefully I'll follow it. We're descending down to about 5,000 feet, not 4,000, Eric. Because that'll get us 1,000 feet off the ground. That gives us pattern altitude. And we're going to make an extended final for only 30. And then again, pop up the significance again. But Chimney Rock was cool to see, wasn't it? I didn't even know that was a point of interest put into the simulator. They clearly modeled that. You can still see it from here. Look at that. Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, I don't think it'd be all farmland back then either, but probably like prairie and stuff, some mountainous stuff. But maybe we'll get to see what the Donner Party was too along the route. I don't know. I haven't got planned out that far. I know the airports I want to hit, but to do the historical significance of what's where, kind of plan it out before I fly it, you know. 2,100 descending down to 5,000. We're at about 5,600 right now. And we're going to switch over to Unicom. Scottsbluff traffic. Warrior Zero Foxtrot. We are 9 nautical miles to the southeast on an extended final for runway 30 full stop, Scottsbluff. Very cool. Never have I flown out here in the simulator. I've never seen Chimney Rock at all. Real life nor simulator, but now I've seen it all. And this is what it's about. planning flights that places we haven't flown before. Historical significance and everything. So it's kind of cool. Wonder where that pass was that they had to go through. Probably over here somewhere, right where the highway goes, because that goes to Scottsbluff. So the airport's a little bit north of, a little northeast of it. Passing Minatari, Nebraska, M-I-N-A-T-A-R-E. So this is right there. The airport's right in front of us. We just haven't seen it yet. And sometimes I wonder, sometimes I'm astounded actually that by using GPS, we get to the airport like right there. Like we know we're going to the airport right next to GPS. Imagine the old days where you just had to kind of track it and like look for it. You know how much more time must have been used having to fly without a GPS? I wonder if we can still see Chimney Rock from here. Yeah, we can. Wow, cool. All right, well, we're going in for a landing here. We're about 5 nautical miles out. So I'm going to take an El Manuel because I think that's the thing right there. Carb heat on, 1800 RPMs. Start that descent down. Trim up just slightly. I'll get the wheel going on here. Scottsbluff traffic, arrow 0 Foxtrot 5 nautical miles, extended final runway 30 full stop, Scottsbluff. I think that's it, it's just not loading that well. Okay, think of flaps. That is definitely it. Okay, Toby eye tracker on. Center that. Okay, and that's it. We're gonna go on to 15 now. 1500 RPM, that is. Think of flaps. Trim up because we're falling too much. Should be about 75. Scottsbluff traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot final, runway 30 full stop, Scottsbluff. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the tablet because you can see the runway. And get the airport diagram in there, which it has one, so that's cool. Yeah, we're looking good. A little slow, not that bad though. Wind is from my right, fanny. So we had to turn off to my left, obviously the FBO's down there. So I got the airport diagram here, so this will be our last landing of the evening, so let's make it good. Okay, full flaps pretty soon. Scottsbluff traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot final, runway 30 full stop, Scottsbluff. It's been a cool theme. I don't know if anyone ever did this while streaming. I mean, I think that some people might have flown the Oregon Trail in the past, but full flaps. And here we go.
Throttle out pretty soon. Throttle out. Yep, that was a nice one, except for being a little off center. That was a good flare. Alright, here's Echo. Just they call 6 or something like that. I'm gonna turn off here. Did adjust my mixture before landing, so we should be good. Never turned the fuel pump on though, Eric. Dope! Scottsbluff traffic, Warrior 0, Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 30, Scottsbluff. Okay, so let's keep this here. Clean it up, Tobii tracker off, and turn the tablet back on so you can see what I'm looking at. Flaps are up, carb heat off. Didn't remember the carb heat at least. Fuel pump off. Strobes off this time. Landing light. Turn that off. It's daytime. Pitot heat. I don't have a hat on. Trim set for takeoff. Welcome to Scottsbluff, everybody. We'll take the drone cam off for a little bit. Search around. I'm gonna call it a night here. Go to bed. Transponder alt squawk. We're good. All right. With that, we are there, and literally it's just a little turn around the corner here to the FBO. So let's do that. All right. Good. Okay, Tobii tracker on. Let's do this thing. All right, over to the FBO. You can see on the tablet where we're going. This is obviously default. I don't think Scottsbluff is like a mecca of aviation or anything like that, but it is kind of cool to again land somewhere where you haven't before. So, it says FBO. That's cool. And it would be right over here, right near the gas. So I'm gonna pull in over here. Guess park wherever you want to, because there's no T's or anything. Okay, park right here. Park it right gone. Tobii tracker off. Wow, it's getting late. ELT verify silent, avionics off, all lights except for beacon off. Includes this one. And the landing light, which never turned off. Okay, avionics, so I did that. Mixture full lead. Mags off. Master off. Lights off. Alright, parking brake is on. Cool. I think it looks good. Alright, let's remove the tablet and go check out Scottsbluff. But again, we landed here one last time today. Chimney Rock and Scottsbluff are major Oregon Trail landmarks in Nebraska. Chimney Rock, which is what we saw earlier, was a spire seen for miles and was a famous guidepost and symbol of progress, often noted in emigrant diaries that were on the Oregon Trail. Scottsbluff, where we landed, is a line of cliffs. That's what it's named after, obviously. Forced wagons through Mitchell Pass and marked the shift from plains to mountains. Together they guided and encouraged travelers on their westward journey. It's pretty cool. And they get here around April if you left there. That's from the Oregon Trail game, so that's what they went. I guess that's if you leave in like March. But alright, let's take the as soon as my button wants to work with me here. It will work eventually. It's been doing this since service update 3. I don't know why. Oh, we're also going wicked fast. Here's Scottsbluff Airport here. Yeah, it's pretty big. But I mean, we're also up at like 4,000 feet in the air, so that's why the runways are pretty long. As far as where Scottsbluff is, if I have this the right way. I don't like that the numbers aren't showing to like zoom in down here. Do you even see the numbers? 3 zeros that way.
Are there just no numbers on the runway? I guess not. It'd be nice to have numbers though, wouldn't it? So this is heading 12. Well, I think this is Scottsbluff out here, so. And that might be Mitchell's Pass. I'm not positive on that, but that's kind of what they're saying that the settlers had to go through. Let me see if I can type in Mitchell Pass. Maybe it'll pop up. Gearing. No, it's not really showing. Oregon Trail Boulevard. I'm looking at Google Maps right now. Oh yeah. So Scottsbluff. It's actually these little bluffs right here, these mountains. This is the actual city that went around and did a golf course and everything. They would have to go right through these bluffs. And they have a Scottsbluff National Monument Visitor Center over here. I'm looking at this right. Yep, and it says the Old Oregon Trail, so that makes sense now. And they have a Legacy of the Plains Museum and everything over here. So this was Oregon Trail. This road right here. It says Old Oregon Trail. Goes through bluffs and then north. So this is the trail, everyone. This is what they went through. Here's that visitor center. Yep. So I bet you could see some wagon tracks down there somewhere. And then it goes north. And that's what they did. They went through the bluffs and there. And these are Scottsbluff National Monument. So let's take a picture of that. Is that historically significant as well? And that's it. That's where we're going to leave you from tonight. So I want to thank everyone for coming out. And this is just the 4th or 3rd flight. I think it's the 3rd flight of the Oregon Trail. We're going to go all the way to Oregon following this Oregon Trail by air. And that is the goal on this series of flights. Tomorrow I'm going to try flying twice if I can. The Virtual USA Flying Club. And then also the Oregon Trail, another flight. But I'm going to be building my new computer build when the memory comes in on Tuesday. I'm probably going to start tomorrow, though. I told my kids, like, I want to start building it tomorrow. Because the only thing I'm going to be missing after I get the power supply tomorrow is I'm going to be missing the memory. Which you could just pop that in after you build everything else, you know. But that is exciting times. And so the i9 9900K, this is the end of days for it on streaming here. But from Scottsbluff, Nebraska, we'll be going to Wyoming as our next stop on the Oregon Trail. And I hope that you tune in for it. This has been a good series of flights, kid. Something totally different than what I'm used to doing. I've never done anything like this on the simulator. So it's been good. But if you're watching me on Twitch, please push that follow button. Please push that follow button. We're always looking for more followers. I don't stream on a schedule because I have kids and a wife, so that's the best way of knowing when I'm going to stream is that you get a notification. I'm also on YouTube, youtube.com/EricFlight. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're up to 984, so we're way closer than we've ever been before. And if you're on Kick, please also push the follow button there, kick.com/EricFlight. We're trying to just hit all social media there. I'm trying to monetize stuff so I can make more money for World Flying and stuff like that. And yeah, every little bit helps because I don't use my salary for flying. So appreciate all your support. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for sticking with me. There's still 7 of you on Twitch. Thanks to the I'm going what they said, 27 views on YouTube. And on Kick, I almost never get anyone to watch me. But when you do, sometimes you actually stay around. But I appreciate all your support. We're going to rate someone on Twitch. Stay tuned if you're on Twitch. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to see. I'm not going to promise anything until I definitely know. But peace out. Eric Flight. Tip your bar or wait your staff well. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Eric Flight. We'll see you later. Bye.